So there I am in emergency care, sitting up on the table, wondering, how did this happen? One of the dumbest things I've ever done, but we'll get into that later. Today, I'm going to talk about 10 things that I will do, still do, and 10 things that I won't. Now, I'm 74 years old. I've been retired for 12 years. I'm doing great. I feel like I'm thriving in retirement. I'm enjoying every day of it. Now, this is the 10 things that I still do. I still clean my gutters. And I know that people say, well, you need to stay off of them ladders at 74 years old. I'm careful. I have a good ladder, and actually I know how to operate a ladder. I know about the points of contact when you're climbing up a ladder, and so I'm good. And I will say, when I feel shaky on a ladder, I'll stop doing it. But for right now, I still clean my own gutters. I mow grass. I mow about 2 acres here. I don't get in a hurry with it, and I don't do a lot of weed whacking or trimming, but I still mow grass. I mean, because all you're doing, you're just sitting on a machine driving around listening to music. I really don't see the big deal about that. Another thing, I help my kids and I help neighbors. If they need help doing something, I'm there. I don't have a problem doing that. Does me good, does them good, and I'll continue to do that as long as I can. I paint inside and out. We have a lot of outbuildings here. We don't have a big house, modest sized house. Well, actually, it's not even a modest sized house, it's a small house, but still yet, I do the painting on the inside and the outside. Matter of fact, the reason I'm posting this video on a Thursday is because yesterday I was painting the kitchen. Not my favorite room to paint, but still yet, I'm a pretty good painter. I still grow a large garden. This year wasn't a great year. I mean, too much rain, all the potatoes rotted in the ground and stuff like that. You have setbacks and stuff like that, but I'm not discouraged. But we enjoy growing a good-sized garden. Plus, it's good exercise and good way to keep moving. Then I still go to amusement parks and concerts. I don't go to really big concerts in stadiums and stuff like that, but a small-sized concert, I still go to those. And amusement parks, I love amusement parks. Always have, always will. I don't ride as many rides as I used to, but I eat just as much food as I did, that's for sure. Now, putting salt in the softener, and our softener is in the basement. So I need to negotiate these stairs to get that salt down there. Now, during this video, if there's things that you do that's not on this list, leave them in the comments. I'd be interested in knowing. Now let's get back to the emergency room thing. Here's what happened, and I did this. It's my fault. When I was 68 years old, my wife was still working downtown, which meant I'm here all by myself. Now what I did was I walked past the basement stairs, and I threw this towel down on the steps. Shouldn't have done it, but I did. And later on that day, I had to go downstairs to get something. So I'm going downstairs, and my feet get tangled up in this towel, and I can feel myself moving or going forward. And I think to myself, well, I can get out of this. I can just go around this corner and just kind of roll out of this fall, and I'll be good. And all this happened in a split second. So when I started to roll, I looked and seen this ottoman that was sitting down at the bottom of the stairs. It was a leather ottoman. It had a padded top on it, the kind you can store stuff in. When I rolled, I hit my ribs on the corner of that ottoman, and when I did, I heard this crack, and the breath left me, And I thought, oh man, I have killed myself. And I'm laying there and I feel this pain in my side and I'm thinking, I've just punctured my lung. And so I felt this pain going through my chest. Anyway, I call my wife, tell her what I did, so we're off to the emergency care. Get an x-ray, talk to the doctor, and what had happened is I bruised my ribs. I didn't break them, but man, it was sore. And that was the dumbest thing I've done since I've been retired. And it was my fault. And that's the way accidents happen. They happen when you least expect it. It's normally something stupid you did. And so from then on, I pay close attention, especially when I'm going down them steps. It's always on my mind. Don't trip, don't trip. That's what I think about when I take the salt downstairs. Matter of fact, when you take if your softener's downstairs and you're taking salt downstairs, now you need to be careful with that. But here's a tip for you entrepreneurs. You need to come up with a bag of salt that weighs 20 pounds where older people can handle it easier. Just a thought, right? Now, I still go swimming. I like to swim, always have liked to swim, still play on diving boards, still do backflips. Can't do a forward flip, but I do like to do a good backflip, right? I practice martial arts. For my other videos, you know that that's kind of a family thing. And out here, I still work with people over 65, guys over 65. And I like that. It gives us time for companionship and stuff like that. And these guys are retired. And actually, the hour classes turn into about a half an hour because we're just shooting the breeze. So we shoot the breeze, practice a while, shoot the breeze, and on and on. But we enjoy it. And I do go to the gym. But when I go to the gym, I'm in there for about 15 minutes. It doesn't take long. I'm not into vanity muscles. There's two or three things that I do. And so I'm in and out. Now there's a lady behind us that operates a daycare center. It's a Hispanic daycare center. They have a blast over there. So if you hear this background noise, that's what they're doing. I think the kids are having some kind of Spanish karaoke or something going on, but I like it. I like to hear kids laughing and playing and having a good time. So here's the 10 things that I won't do. I will not repair appliances. With this throwaway society, I used to do it when I was younger, when appliances was made better, but they're not made so good now. So we normally just get rid of them and get new. And I don't sit around and complain. Doesn't do anybody any good. I mean, if you feel aches and pains from time to time, deal with it. You're okay. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to sit around and listen to you talk about your aches and pains and, and just sitting around. I don't do that. I just don't do that. Along with jogging. I don't jog anymore either. I used to when I was younger. I think everybody did when they was younger. But as you get older, you need to be patient with yourself. Let nature take its course. And I don't believe, for me, jogging is in my future because I'm 6'3", weigh about 210 pounds, and I can't take this body and slam it against the concrete that much. It wouldn't work well. Plumbing. I'm no plumber. I hate it. I'll do small jobs, very small jobs. But other than that, I'm out. I don't sit in the sun. I don't hide from the sun. I just don't get sunburned. That's a pretty good rule of thumb as you get older. Just don't get, you need the sun. Sun's just energy. You need that. But just don't get sunburned. That's pretty simple. And then I don't eat fast food. Give it up. Fast food years ago was pretty good food. Wasn't great food, but it's pretty good. But nowadays, it's just gone to, I don't trust it, so I don't eat it. Yeah, drinking. I think that ship has sailed a long time ago. I don't do it. The main reason that I don't drink, there's two reasons. One, alcohol's poison, everybody knows that. And 2, I don't like to be dizzy. I just don't. And I just don't do that. And I don't avoid tech. I'm not very good at it, but I'm not going to let myself fall behind when it comes to technology. I mean, things are changing. They're always going to change. You need to try your best to keep up with it. And if you can do that, that would be a good thing. I don't hide from tech. I don't argue with people. I'm too old. I'm too old. I don't know who would want to argue with a 74-year-old anyway, but I'm not going to argue with anybody. You know, I know what I know, you know what you know, and we can talk about it and disagree, but argue. I'm not going to try to change your mind about something. I don't want you to try to change my mind about something. Now, educate me. You know, if I'm doing something wrong, I'll take that. But that's a big difference between arguing and teaching somebody something. Last, but the most important one to me, I don't listen to naysayers. I don't have any room for them, because you're thriving, you're moving forward, and you have somebody over here, a naysayer, trying to tell you what you shouldn't be doing and trying to hold you back and telling you all this negative stuff and what you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that, you better not do this, you better not do that, you need to take it easy, da da da. I'm not into that. See? So those are my 10 things that I do and 10 that I won't. Now, if you like this video, hit the like button. Leave a comment. I would like to know what you do, and especially if you're around 74 years old, I would be interested in that. And then next year I'll have a video of 10 things I do and 10 things I won't do when I'm 75. How about that? Hopefully I'll take it up to 100. Okay, I'll see you next time.